Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. So I wanted to talk about this YouTube video. Um, it's a conversation between Big David and Reva Dennis. They talk about when souls enter the body in terms of babies being conceived. So in the Quran, it doesn't clearly state when the soul enters the body, and uh, it is a fact that hadith cannot be trusted 100%. Some are sensible hadith and some are not. So I do like to get the final word from the Quran. And if I read this Yusuf Ali translation, it says, divorced women shall wait concerning themselves for 3 monthly periods, nor is it lawful for them to hide what Allah has created in their wombs, if they have faith in Allah and the last day. So a woman can't hide what is within her womb. And if she is having regular periods, she will know after the first month that she is pregnant. So one thing, a woman could hide her pregnancy by just wearing baggy clothes. Another way is not to admit that her period has stopped and she's likely to be pregnant. And the third way would be for her to kill the baby within the womb. So this verse makes all these things wrong. You are not allowed to kill your baby in the womb. You're not allowed to hide the baby in any way, shape, or form, whether it's killing the baby or otherwise. So to me, as a woman, as a loving mother, inshallah, I would say that Allah is saying that as soon as you know, you're not allowed to dispose of this baby, whether or not the soul has gone in or not, you're not allowed to abort the baby. So the other point I want to make is that Big Dave associates movement with the presence of a soul. And sadly, I lost a baby girl after 6 months in my womb, and the baby lived a month. Now, when the baby died, I wasn't in the hospital, but I knew that the baby had died because I felt something like a fluttering butterfly pass through my heart, which is quite upsetting to recall. And when I got to the hospital and I looked at my baby girl, who was connected to breathing apparatus, etc., I knew she wasn't there. And they disconnected the breathing apparatus, and her eyes were opening and closing. But I knew, and the doctors knew, that her soul was not there. There was reflex movement, but her soul was not within her body. it had fluttered away. So it lucky for Big Dave, he hasn't been through anything like that. But I can assure you and assure him that movement does not indicate the presence of a soul. And the other thing I would like to bring to his and your attention is what the Quran says about animals. And there is no creature on or within the earth or bird that flies with its wings, except that they are communities like you. We have not neglected in the register a thing. Then unto their Lord they will be gathered. That's Quran, Surah 6, verse 38. And I'll read from Surah 42, verse 29. And of his signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth, and what he has dispersed throughout them of creatures, and he, for gathering them when he wills, is competent. So it suggests that animals will be gathered on the day of judgment, and they make communities the way the humans make communities. And in response to Big Dave's comment about stones being dead, I would like to draw his attention to Surah 33 from the Quran, verse 72. Indeed, we offered the trust to the heavens and the earth and the mountains, but they all declined to bear it, being fearful of it. But humanity assumed it, for they are truly wrongful to themselves and ignorant of the consequences. So my interpretation of this, and I've looked at other translations, is that Allah offered free will to inanimate objects that exist in the world, and they did not want to take responsibility. They have souls, and they did not want to take the responsibility. But humans, we agreed to take responsibility because we're a bit ignorant, and we didn't want guaranteed heaven. We felt we can pass the test of life and achieve heaven. So alhamdulillah, if we achieve heaven after the test, mashallah, we will have done really well. But the truly humble souls that Allah created, they agreed to be sacrificial animals or inanimate objects. So my conclusion of this entire creation, down to a particle of sand or a gas particle, absolutely anything has a soul, and it chose to be what it is because of the level of confidence it had about passing the test of free will. And so, it's really beautiful. To me, the Quran is so beautiful, and the way Allah, explains everything, it's so wonderful. It moved me to tears how everything, including the stones that Big Dave thinks are dead, are living souls. I pray that Big Dave receives guidance from Allah. I pray for all the world and myself, obviously, that we all achieve heaven. Allahu Akbar and Allah Hafiz.